when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning.
Viewers, good morning and welcome to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. I am your host, Lavion Cupid, and we are coming to you live from the Port Mall, downtown Scarborough, Tobago. Today is Friday the 13th. Yes, TGIF, thank God for life, thank God for Friday, right? It is Friday, and you know when you see me, it is entertainment. Yeah, we are talking entertainment this morning. Of course, it is Friday. But besides entertainment, we also talk sports on a Friday. Tobago Updates Television bringing you everything that you need. It is indeed a pleasure being here this morning with you. So much happening in the Tobago space, in and around the Tobago space. A lot happening, and we are so pleased to always be the one keeping you abreast of it all. All right, and so now I'm going to send you over to Biana for news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Lavian. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Friday, September 13, 2024. THA Secretary Farley Augustine emphasized the need for vocational education to be prioritized equally with academic subjects in the education system. At the opening of the Training Agency and Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago's Tobago office, Augustine, a former educator, stressed the importance of establishing a parallel system for both academic and vocational education. He highlighted the urgent need for technically skilled workers in Tobago and praised the NTA's certification program for recognizing and formalizing the skills of workers who did not follow the traditional education path. Up next, David Abdullah, convener of the People's Roundtable, led a delegation to present a report titled "A Nation in Crisis: When Things Fall Apart, the Center Can't Hold, Crime and Violence" to several government ministers. The report, based on discussions held by the group in January, highlights social and economic issues with a focus on crime and violence and calls for funding to address these concerns in the upcoming national budget. Abdullah urged allocation for education, crime fighting, and the criminal justice system, among other areas. The report emphasized the devastating impact of crime on youth, communities, and businesses, citing a UNODC report that criticized state crime control measures. And finally, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, currently overseas for medical reasons, will miss the launch of the fifth and final session of the 12th Parliament today. Despite his absence, both the House of Representatives and the Senate will convene, though there will be no ceremonial opening. The House will immediately begin debating a bill to ensure TNT complies with global formal transparency obligations led by Finance Minister Colin Imbert. While no bills will be debated in the Senate today, it will simultaneously open with the House. Opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar is expected to attend, while Rowley will return next week. The Parliament will also address other bills in the future, including judiciary reform and Tobago's autonomy. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you so much for that, Biana. All right, keeping us updated. And you know, in some feel-good news, former THA Chief Secretary, Mr. Orville London, is among one of the 5 luminaries to be awarded an honorary doctorate by the University of Trinidad and Tobago for his contributions to education and politics. Indeed, we are so happy and so proud of him. All right, so let's see whose birthdays we are celebrating this time. All right, and we have Chanel Phillips. Mr. Chanel Phillips, a very, very happy birthday to you, coming out from all of your loved ones and your family here at Tobago Updates Television. We are wishing you God's continued blessings and grace upon your life. Do have a blast today. We also have Mr. Keith Alexander. Keith, a very, very happy birthday going out to you. Have a blast today. Remember to give yourself grace and to be good to yourself and to be kind to yourself as well. You deserve it all. All right, and also moving on, we have Beslin Toppin, aka Barbie, my little sister in whom I am well pleased and I love dearly. Barbie, happy birthday going out to you, girl. You know that I love you all so much. All right, so that's it for birthday shout-outs. And you are probably wondering who we have on this morning as we dive into conversations. And again, it is Friday and we are counting down Tobago October Carnival. So there's a lot happening. We are keeping you abreast. And you know what? A lot of new soca, a lot of new songs on the market. Sounding so good. I am so proud of what we are producing here in Tobago. All right, so this morning to start off, we have Pocky the Entertainer. He has a new release and we will be talking to him on that. Sounding really good, I must say, to start off. We also have Tam Tam, no stranger to the stage, no stranger to us here at Tobago Updates Television. He also has a new song released. So we're going to be talking to him about that. Moving on later on, we have Marcus. You know you love to have Marcus on a Friday, giving you everything sports. And there's a lot happening in our space where sport is concerned. So he's going to be speaking with Akeem Stewart, Paralympic athlete and silver medalist. And then speaking to Mr. Kenny Alfred, president of Tobago Football Association, talking TFA season. So as per usual, we do have a packed show here for you. But I really want to take this time, viewers, to thank you for always choosing us on a Friday morning, on a Monday morning, every single day of the week, and even on the weekends, for everything current affairs and all things entertainment happening here in Tobago, in Trinidad and Tobago by extension, and the region. It is definitely our pleasure to always bring you that information. All right, so we take this time and we go for a quick break. All right, I want to remind you to please share the live, share the live, share the live.
Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you fuck it. So me be very hard, fiesta, fun, fiesta.
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash, broke where you have, where you know about.
It's too early for that.
You want the good on. They do, but then enough 9-9. Girl, go the club, girl, right. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and I'm winding up on my man.
Dream. Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release.
Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, and Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on.
From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival.
Down here in Tobago,
in Tobago. Whether you're tripping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure.
I said I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making my plans for the Tobago Carnival fun.
Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable.
I said I can't wait for Tobago in October. I can't live without you, I can't be without you for too long. Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens has come down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road is a miracle. A million strong come to.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. And again, it is Friday morning and we are talking entertainment as we get ready for Tobago October Carnival 2024. And you're probably hearing that in the background, right? Yes. Well, we will be speaking to Mr. Eric Benjamin. He's an artist right here in Trinidad and Tobago that goes by the name of Pocky. And he has released a hit song. Pocky, good morning and welcome to the morning show. All right. So, how are you this morning?
Well, this morning, I'm so touched this morning.
Yeah.
I'm so touched to know that the first time I'm being on a TV station. So, you know, I'm touched.
Well, you know what? Welcome. Welcome. We are so happy to have you here on Tobago Updates Television. All right. So, before we dive into the song, which is Jamming, let us know a little bit about Pocky. Tell us a bit about Pocky the entertainer. How did you get into the soca arena?
In the soca arena, and as a youth man growing up in Betsy, Tobago, I always like to chant and freestyle, right? And most of the guys used to tell me, but you have talent, boy, you try and use your talent to do something, you know, man, because I never used to thought I would be that way that I am today. But I used to watch Bungie Garlin, I watch George, all them guys sing. And I said, how I can be like them? So I can try. Sometimes people tell me, but you're singing stupid this way. Wait, shut up your mouth, you know. People telling me that, some people telling me that, some people say I'm singing good. Mm-hmm. You understand? And from that, I started doing my singing, but I wasn't reaching no way.
Right.
So I wasn't reaching no way. So I went to Trinidad. I'm married on there, pick up my wife, I'm married in Trinidad. And I came back to Tobago and this song come to my head, to my mind, to do. So I started doing it, I found it something good. Then I decided to go to a studio in town because I didn't have no money to pay the studio, man. That's Stone Tower in Lambo.
Right.
People tell me he's a good guy in doing music and thing. So I went to him, I told him I have this song here and I want to come out to it for the Tobago Carnival. I want to shine on stage. But and he told me, I said, well, I don't have no money to pay. I want to work with you because I need some money to manage me. Right. He said, well, let me hear this song. So I went inside, I started singing the song for him. And while I singing the song, I started dancing like this. He said, oh God, I want you to work with me. You understand? And he do my song, and he tell me the song sound good and I could win the Tobago. So come on, act.
Right. So then this is your first year?
First year.
All right. And how are you feeling as a new artist?
I'm feeling so happy and I'm feeling so blessed. And most of all, I want to big up the Betsy Hope Village Council and the Queen of Betsy Hope, Kina.
Right.
The Queen, they support me a lot, Kedrick, Short, Baba, the whole crew from Betsy Hope and Roxborough and the people of Tobago. They love me so much and I was so surprised. A long time I didn't love myself. But when I see people loving me now, I start to watch myself in a different direction.
Well, amen. I am so happy to hear that. All right, so let's get into this song a bit. Written by you? Because you said you went to Stone Tower with this song.
Yeah, the song written by me.
Yeah, so you've been writing, it's in pencil and paper for a bit?
Well, not in pencil and paper. I had a guided freestyle from my head.
Right.
I don't have to write music. Everything just comes to my head and I freestyle. I go to the studio and I Lego tracks.
Right, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you freestyle, so you let Stone Tower hear the song, he was pleased, and you all started working together, put the production together.
Okay, yes.
Right, okay, good. So now that you have the production together and it has been released and the traction is taking off, persons are loving the song, how are you feeling to be received that way as a new artist?
I'm feeling happy and I'm feeling blessed. I feel like a newborn baby, just born.
All right. So tell me though, who are some of your influences? I mean, coming up in the soca fraternity, coming up as a child, coming up as a young man, because you said you've been chanting. Who are some of the influences, some of our greats that influenced you to love soca music?
To love soca mode, I got my friend in Trinidad, they call him Jojo, Mr. Famous, and Bunchy Garland. I used to be in Arima, chanting wrong with Bunchy Garland. And he always say Bago and sing Star, Black Star. They always say, boy, try, one day I might get you. Right. And I get you today.
And you get you today.
First time on a TV station. So I want to say hi to all the people in Trinidad and Tobago, the Roxborough crew, the Best Year crew, for loving me and giving me that support. May God bless you all and keep you all.
Right, indeed. Big up country all
the time. Best Year Village Council and the Trinidad and Tobago and all over the world.
Big up country one
big
time.
Up, big up, big up, big up.
I like you, Pocky, I must say. All right, so you're new as an artist, new to stages. So how is your preparation for going into performance? How is that taking place right now?
Well, I'm ready for them. I'm ready for them. Right? Because I used to use the name Antics.
Right.
I've been performance long time in Antics. But everybody know me as Pocky in Tobago.
Right.
Because I want to tell you the truth about me. I really want to tell you the truth. I was growing up and I was going down a road where I wasn't supposed to go down.
Right.
Doing a lot of wrong things. But I started praying and God started working on things in my way.
Amen.
So those are the people, I love you. Those are the people who forgive me for the wrong things I have done. I love you for that. I love you. I'm sorry and I love the people of Trinidad and Tobago and all over the world. And I like to tell my wife, I love her this morning. She'll be watching me right now and I want to tell her how much I love her. I love her more than cook food.
Great. I'm so happy to hear that. So you said that you would have been going down a wrong road in your younger days. So is it that music was something that you held on to during those times?
Well, what I was trying with the music and certain people say, you're singing tatas. So people already criticize it.
Yeah.
So I used to feel like how when certain people tell me that. Mm-hmm. But the Best Year Village Council people, they say, boy, try a thing, man.
And they
look, either try the queen show, she come to it.
Yeah.
She's our Best Year queen. You could try something and bring the crown in Betsy up, and I'm going to bring the crown in Betsy Hope.
Right. So then, Soca Titans, we are seeing you auditions on the 16th, and we are going to be seeing you on the stage because we know you're going to rip up the audition.
I'm going to rip it up. Bad.
Bad. Well, you know what? We want you to give the people a taste of what you're bringing to the auditions.
And before I'm talk,
yeah,
to all the soca artists in Tobago, it's not about who better than who. It's about an art form to show the world what Tobago have. Okay?
All right.
So tell me for me.
So the name of the song is
Mash Up. When I say mash up, people say Wassa mashing up the road all the time. So I come to prove to them and tell them it's not Wassa mashing up the road. So I will tell you in the song who mashing up the road.
Well, I guess we mashing up the road.
It's we mashing up the road, not Wassa.
Right,
They're blaming Wassa. It's not Wassa.
If you're gonna be mashing up the road, Pina Colada section, Fog Angels Mass, powered by none other than Tobago Updates Television. And if you want to trip with your girl Lavion, that is where I'll be. So Pocky, take us out and take us into what you are going to be giving us. All right. So performance time.
Give us about the road. Who must up the road? I tell you don't play Wassa, to mash up the road. I tell you don't play Wassa, to mash up the road. It Bunty mash it up, and I want mash it up, and then Sam mash it up. I come to mash it up, and I mash it up, and I mash it up the road. the road, the road, the road. All right, fix it. Tobago fix it. All you gonna fix it. The road, the road. The people say, crush up all of the road. Only pain, water out of control. They take the water, not a drip out of me hose. How you could blame water when we them mash up the road? Don't afraid way. Even though we mash up the road, don't afraid way. Even though we mash up, who mash up the road? 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 I tell them don't blame water to mash up the road. I tell them don't blame water to mash. Listen, it master. And I come to mash it up and I mash it up and I mash it up and I'm the road, the road, the road. Fix it. Tobago fix it. All they gonna fix it. The road. I come with Bacchanal and I come to mash up the road. Right now it's Carnival and so let's mash up the road. But it's we that made the bottle. The band coming. We them mash up the road. The band coming. We them. Who mash up the road? 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 I tell them don't blame water to mash up the road. I tell them don't blame water to mash up the road. Yeah. I show will mash it up. I dine mash it up. I come to mash it up and I mash it up and I stop the road.
I'm so relieved Javel gave me this money. Now I could enjoy the holidays with my family and not have to worry about monies for bags, books and shoes.
Javel? Who is Javel? She could give me some money too?
Javel is the July-August vacation education loan at Bethel Credit Union. Up to $20,000 to help with all additional expenses during this July-August.
Yes, you heard right. Call the Bethel Credit Union and ask for Javel. She'll hook you up with the money to take care of all your additional expenses this holiday season. Open to new members too. Get up to $20,000 and have a worry-free holiday with Javel. Call 639-8226 or 631-1336 or message us on Facebook for more information.
Hey, the biggest and sexy.
Now here what's going on. You see this section? It makes me feel to move. You know why? It's called Pina Colada. I like Pina Colada.
Oh. Forget just the girl them pray for. They really need it too. When you play with
oh my goodness. And as the name says, it is as creamy as it's sweet.
Never wanna leave cause the drinks them running for throw. Cause I really feel a vibe every time I start right down and up and like this. But it's nothing like this. Not you be like you. Forget just me say something and nobody like you. And every single time we touch, you know I never stop.
This is Pina Colada, something nice with a little bit of spice, and of course, not once, but we're gonna do it twice.
Get a cruise, make the border.
We are on the road with Pina Colada. Boom, boom.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills, or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. Are you hyped? Because I am. And you know what? Let me just say, Josephine Solomon is saying happy birthday to Deja Moore. I just want to say hi to everybody out there on the live. We have Brenda Campbell, Tracy Lyons, Stone Tower on the live as well. Producer here in Tobago. Bigging up Pocky all the time. Good morning, Nick Campbell, Pearl Murray Beard, Selma Lashmi, Travis Moses. Good morning to you guys. We are very hyped here at Tobago Updates Television, the morning show, because it is the countdown to Tobago October Carnival. So on set with me this morning, no stranger to us, a soca artist, our very own. And you know they say wise men come from the East. Well, not because I'm from the East, I'm biased, but great men come from the East. Great soca artists right here in Tobago come from the East. So on set with me this morning is Tam Tam. Renato Thompson, no stranger at all. Good morning, Tam Tam. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I am well. So we are well into the season. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really great. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
All right. I saw you with the caravan in Trinidad, yes? Promoting. How was that?
It went really well. I couldn't complain because we got there on time. We come out and we did what we had to do. The DJs, the crowd was really entertaining, and I really enjoyed my performance at Trinidad at the lunch.
Right. Yes, indeed. Doing that marketing, putting in that work for the marketing.
Yes.
All right. And how has the year treated you as a soca artist?
Well, Carnival is just started in October, coming up here. The year was in February it was good. Coming down between the year, it was a little tight, but God is good all the time, and it should be better.
Right. Now, you are one of our loved and best, and one that we look forward to here in the Tobago space, every single year. And you grow and you improve and you put out good work every year. So tell me, what is your strategy for keeping on putting out that good work and working on your craft and working on your talents?
Well, basically, I love to write. I just write music every day. So I will continue to put all my work into writing. I just not just write one type of music. I write 3 songs on one rhythm and literally put all together, and like the remainders of stuff, I will put on another rhythm. So talking to you now, I literally finish another song coming on in the car.
What? This is the kind of talent we produce here, not only the countryside, but right here in Tobago. Tobago October Carnival is going to be epic, guys. I know what I'm telling you. All right, so we have the auditions for Soca Titans coming up. Last year, you gave us a hell of a performance on stage. And so I want to ask you 2 things. Would you be taking part in Soca Titans?
Yes, I would be taking part in Soca Titans this year. Shockingly, I didn't place last year, but this year is going to be better. I'm aiming for first place this year. So I'm going hard. I'm really going hard. You have a lot of competition this year as well. The songs are coming out really good. I have to say, Pocky is a really good entertainer. It's shocking to see him here this year. I thought I would have seen him last year, but this year is really good still. Then you have Verse, my little cousin. He have a really good song, Pump It Up. I'm really looking forward to see those 2 songs in the finals this year.
Right, good. And as you say, getting ready for the stage, do you have any routines or regimens as you get ready for the stage? What is your strategy and getting ready, getting that lungs ready, that lung capacity ready for the stage?
Well, basically, I started doing a little vocal training. Well, started yesterday. So I'm really getting up to date on that. practicing, and I ain't really started practice as yet, but all the people who will be helping me already started the individual practice, who will be dancing, warming up themselves, getting ready, because the competition really look like a stiff one this year.
Yeah.
It really looks stiff, so everybody's going to come out to do their best, and as Pocky said earlier on today, it's not about who is the best. It's coming out to show that we have talents just everybody else, and we could put our music to the world like everybody else.
All right, nice. But tell me a bit about the song.
Well, basically, he had a video going around on the social media with the license officers and Harry in Roxborough. So I just take it upon to myself and bring the reality into a song, and it take off like, whoa. Nobody was not expecting it though. It was shocking to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago.
No, I remember that scenario. Person said license officers was like, let's go, and Roxborough people was like, we don't afraid Belmana.
Yeah, we don't afraid that.
We don't afraid Belmana.
Belmana start here. We the Riot Village.
Oh, we are the Riot Village. You don't know that. All right, good. So that is where the inspiration came from, and who produced the song? So you wrote it.
Yes,
the inspiration came right, and then you wrote the song, and it was produced by
Gemini Records.
Like Gemini Records. I always hear Gemini Records. I hear Stone Tower and I hear Gemini Records a lot in this space.
Basically, one link.
It's one link.
One link. Mikey Stone Tower is literally the person who really helped Gemini train him. And now Gemini is on his own. Still with Stone Tower as well. We work together. All of us work hand in hand. As I said, we just here to put out music to the world. So it's a love and a respect to everybody. So one help one. And it's been a lovely time working with the both of them. Because I really did a song with Mikey Tower as well, which is Drink and Turn Up on the Lekito Jambi Rhythm. And it was really nice work.
Yeah.
Yeah, great work.
All right, so then there's a lot of collaboration happening in the Tobago music fraternity. You all are working together.
Yes,
there's a nice networking.
Yes.
All right. I know that you would have been one of the very lucky and blessed artists to take part in Tobago Festivals Commission. They gave that training last year, that training session with Sharon. How has that helped you? How has that stayed with you? Are you still working along that line?
Well, basically, I was not at the boot camp last year because I was dealing with more on the performing. I was buying my stuff like the clothes and so forth and things. So I didn't have enough time to do the vocal training with Miss Sharon. But this year, if they have any boot camp, or I will literally be willing to go out there and learn like everybody else this year, because I have a manager at my side, Jamie, and he's doing a lot of good work. So I have more time on my hands now to be a part of everything.
All right, good. All right, and the name of this song is
Science Working.
Science Working. Science Working. All right, so Tam Tam is going to give us a performance here this morning. But before we jump into that performance with Tam Tam, I want to remind you viewers that Entertainment Central is on tonight at 8 p.m. every single Friday night with your host Lavia. And of course, we are counting down to Tobago October Carnival. Remember, you do not want to miss any episodes, and here's why. Because we have that competition going on where you are going to win everything covered. We are talking from 3 nights and 4 days at the Magdalena Grand. We're talking about premium all-inclusive tickets to Nirvana. Yeah, we are talking about your transportation. And guess what? You are going to be on the road with Fog Angels, Pretty Mass, and Juve. We are giving you everything. And we have a lot more there that we're going to throw in, you know. But we're working on it behind the scenes. It is going to be epic. So I want you to make sure that you tune in to Entertainment Central. And as Tam Tam is going to take us out, don't go anywhere, all right? Remember to share the live, and Marcus is going to be on and giving you everything that you need for sports. And again, look forward to seeing me right here on the morning show. And thank you so much for always choosing the morning show. So Tam Tam, take it away.
All right. Tam Tam again, no. This Carnival also coming to give people tickets. Listen. listen. Half the cover they bring it out, half the candle they bring it out, half me Gina Bell ring it out, half the candle they with gin oil, half the candle they bring it out, half the cover they bring it out, half me Gina Bell ring it out, half the calabash with gin oil. You say you don't afraid, Harry. Stay by your post now when you see the go head reach. Take up the junction, Harry come and show cheapies. She white, she for long, no more ticket coming in. Yeah, Harry was now. Ashaba Baba go so, Ashaba Baba run so, Ashaba Baba jump so, Ashaba Baba come so, Ashaba Baba go so, Ashaba Baba run so, Ashaba Baba jump so, Ashaba Baba. Now Harry want it because his science working, nobody can stop him because he's over he working. Hey, look Harry coming, pass him the punching, look how they moving. The jump they take everybody, police come and his OBA, fight me down and his OBA, take me girl and his OBA, thief me pig and his OBA. Carnival is all, the job them working. You want the man to stay? Check Harry, he got fix her up now. Want it because his science working, nobody can stop him because he's so bad he working. Hey, look Harry coming, pass him the punching, look how they moving. The jump take everybody. Hey, 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 the people catching the power. Hey, 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 soca jump take over. Hey, 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 people catching the power. Hey, 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 soca jump take over. Half the cover they bring it out, half the candle they bring it out, half me Gina Bell ring it out, half the calabash switching oil, half the cover they bring it out, bring it out, bring it out. Some people call him pundit, some people call him Vin, some people call him Baba, some people call him priest. Is one thing I must tell you, the man really know his thing. He really have a plan, the real Obia man. Here why, you cannot find a man. Hoi, that is the Obia, problems in your hand. Hoi, that is the Obia, you cannot see money. Hoi, that is the Obia, turning in your sleep. Hoi, that is the Obia, police come and it's Obia, fight me down and it's Obia, take me girl and it's Obia, thief me pig and it's Obia, Carnival is all Obia, the job them working Obia. You want the man to stay? Check Harry, he got fix you up now. Want it because his science working, nobody can stop him because he's Obia he working. Hey, look Harry coming, pass him the punching, look how they moving. The jump take everybody, half the cover they bring it out, half the candle they bring it out, half me Gina Bell ring it out, half the calabash with gin oil, half the cover they bring it out, bring it out. With gin oil.
That's it up. I want one more pass it through. I broke a light, then stop it, then charge it. Then
don't tell me about work I out on the road today. Don't tell me about work I out on the road today. Don't tell me about work I out on the road today.
Attention all talented individuals and groups in Tobago. This is your moment to shine. Showcase your skills in music, dance or drama at Tobago Star Quest. Prelim auditions are held every Sunday across various communities throughout Tobago. Seize the chance to win exciting prizes and demonstrate your talent. For more details, visit our Instagram page at tobago.star.quest or email tobagostarquest@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you there.
Go in, you have to stop it, you have to stop it.
Welcome to my kitchen, guys.
You have to stop it, everyone.
That's it, that's the intro. Let's do it one more time, right?
Now here what's going on, you see this section, it makes me feel to move. You know why? It's called Pina Colada. I like Pina Colada.
for angels, the girl them crave for. They really need it too. When you play with
Oh my goodness, and as the name says, it is as creamy as it's sweet.
never wanna leave, cause the drinks them running for throw. Cause they really feel a vibe every time it's a ride down and up and like this, man, it's nothing like this. Not you be like you, over angel, me say something and nobody like you. And every single time we touch, you know I never stop.
This is pina colada, something nice with a little bit of spice, and of course, not once, but we're gonna do it twice.
Cruise, make the border. Say,
We are on the road with pina colada. Boom, boom.
Stop. You don't have to sneak in. You don't have to sneak. Pigeon Point security, we have an access pass. You don't have to sneak in.
What access pass is that?
The new Pigeon Point Breaking Beach access card. With this card, you can get free access to Pigeon Point, a free umbrella, and a free chair. So make sure you get your Pigeon Point access card.
I can get that?
Definitely. This is your access card, so you can now go into Pigeon Point.
Okay. Guys, we outside in Pigeon Point, sun and we enjoying it with we access cards. All social media links to Youth Voice and Pigeon Point would be tagged, and stay tuned for it.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Ashabababa. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the sporting segment of this Friday sports show. Yes, I'm so excited to be here this morning, and always a really exciting time to join after the entertainment segment with Lavian. I learned a new word this morning, Ashabababa. Not sure the meaning of it, but of course we're getting up for Carnival. Yes, well, this morning on set, of course, talking about football. We're talking Paralympic, and of course, we're celebrating a silver medalist in terms of Akeem Stewart. He's going to be on set with his coach. But first up, we're going to talk to Mr. Kenny Alfred. I'm seeing some things happening there where football is concerned on the island. FA Cup being postponed. And he'll join us online. And I'm hoping that he's already there. Mr. Alfred, are you with us?
Good morning, Marcus. Yes, I'm up and going.
Yes, man. You're looking like you're in high hat day way.
No comments.
Good morning, Mr. Alfred. Of course, before we get into the discussion with FA Cup and the TFA season, I want to get your thoughts on what Tobago witnessed. Was when? That's last Wednesday or Tuesday, one of those days there. Trinidad and Tobago versus French Guyana in the Nations League. Just your thoughts as the president of the Tobago Football Association.
Well, first of all, let me say good morning to your viewers, your listeners around the world. Let me also say congratulations to Mr. Stewart on his recent success at the Olympics. We must, of course, highlight our outstanding Tobagonian brothers and sisters for their achievements. In terms of the game, Marcus, of course, it wasn't the result that anybody wanted. Any Trinidad and Tobago football supporter, any Trinbagonian on the whole would have liked us to win. So I'm hoping that we could continue the turnaround process. Football has been going through some difficult times within the recent years. The process is still ongoing. We now have a new executive. There have been some changes in the coaching staff of the teams. I'm not going to voice my comments for or against. It is what it is, and the people in charge now are making the decisions. But the game to me was really a little too lackluster. We never seemed able to change pace. To change the pace in which we were playing to try to get that goal. We had opportunities, of course, which we did not take. And if you don't take your opportunities, you can't win a game.
Indeed.
What it is, we now have some other games coming up. We may have another game in Tobago coming shortly again. For me, it's good that we're having these games in Tobago because it allows the Tobago footballer, the young kids in Tobago, to see and maybe even dream more about being part of our national setup at whatever age group or even at senior level.
Yeah,
and I think that more Tobagoans can get involved in this national setup as well.
Fantastic. And I saw also on Tuesday a number of what I want to call icons here in Tobago where football is concerned. Mr. Granville, Mr. Williams, that's Terry Williams. I think was Terry Williams as well. Not Terry Williams, Terry Joseph, sorry. They received awards from the Trinidad Tobago Football Association. Let's share your thoughts on that as well.
It's something long overdue. We must, of course, salute and recognize, just as I said with Akeem, recognize those individuals who serve football and would have achieved some level of success. Miss Mina Dickinson has been a long-standing administrator, a woman in what is still predominantly a man's sport. She would have served for a number of years, both at club and at Tobago level. You recognize that Peter Granville has been a national coach, national under 17. He, of course, had a team in the Pro League for some years coming out of Tobago. And now, of course, we have Bethel United and, of course, 1976 FC Phoenix competing, and they have been competing at the national level for some years. And the gentlemen behind the scenes have been George Toffee Joseph and Terry Williams. So you must recognize these individuals. And, of course, I've saved the best for last. Bertil Sinclair, who has coached every national team. And in my view, still the most successful national coach ever. He, of course, was given the loudest round of applause. Achievement. So it's really good to recognize people when they're alive and make them feel satisfied and that they would know that their efforts were not in vain. So
Fantastic. Fantastic. And now let's get to the matter at hand here this morning in terms of the FA Cup. I saw a release from the Tobago Football Association on social media that the FA Cup that should have been starting this weekend has been postponed due to circumstances beyond your control. What are the circumstances beyond your control that have forced the postponement of the TFA FA Cup?
There are a number of little factors, but I think the main one, of course, has to do with availability of our prime venue in Tobago. As I mentioned earlier, we may be having our next game in Tobago. And because of that and because of the report that came out of the last game that we had just on Tuesday, the stadium now has to be closed and will be taken away from us. Not with any malicious thought. Let me make that very clear. The ground has to be made. They have to do some restoration work on the field to get it ready. We were informed only yesterday around midday that an application was made to have the game against Cuba, TRT versus Cuba on October 14th, played in Tobago at the Royal York Stadium again. And because of the report coming out of the game on Tuesday, in terms of the state of the field, the management were left with no option but to have to shut it down to do some work on the field. Now, our FA Cup, of course, is our premier competition. It's our knockout competition, the one that generates the most interest. Not to say that our league that has not generated interest, but knockout is knockout, is win or go home. And we felt that this competition requires to be played on our best surface, play most of the games, because we do take some of the games into the communities. And we did not want to have a situation where we're going to start and stop the competition. That would kill the momentum. So we felt, given the nature of the event and given the circumstances, it would be best to push it back. Of course, we would have had some postponed games that weren't played again for different reasons thus far. So we can use the period now to play the postponed games and then coming right after our Carnival, because we didn't want to start after the 14th and then stop Carnival. That would kill the momentum and the energy of the players. So we felt that we should leave it and start after Carnival, after the end of October, where we can flow straight in, because it's going to take just over a month, 5 weeks to be the FA competition. So that predominantly is the main reason. We still are struggling with some lights. For example, the lights at Roxborough, we have one tower down right now. So that would have also put us in a bind. But of course, we have communicated this already. And let me say now that we have been we have gotten a lot of support from the Division of Sports. It's not that I'm knocking them in any way, because they have been responding very, very timely in terms of when we have little challenges and getting the grounds ready for our games. So let me also say thanks to the Division of Sports for their support thus far. And I know that they're going to attend to the light situation in Roxbury, because that local team now is affected in terms of their preparation. And I know there are other users for that venue as well coming up.
Yeah. So will this change now affect the completion date of the league?
Not necessarily, because we still had those makeup games to complete, and you would have recognized some since last year. We would have changed the cycle. We're no longer finishing in December, but we're going into January, February, depending on when the National Carnival celebrations fall.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily going to change. We're going to make use of the time, as I said, and put back into some makeup games.
Okay, and in terms of the league itself, as we look to wrap, how has the league been going? I've been seeing a lot of goals. Some teams scoring a lot of goals, and in one particular team, a team that used to be like a household name in Tobago when it comes to winning trophies, Sinclair's Coaching School. What's happening with Sinclair's Coaching School and all the goals that they have been conceding, though?
Well, Marcus, life goes in cycles. You won't remain at the top forever. Unfortunately, they're going through that period of change. The top players are now, most of them would have stopped playing, and they're now restarting, so to speak, with some younger guys. So that time has caught up with Sinclair's Coaching School. It's not nice to see, and it's one of the things that we looked at last year. We recognize that within the clubs that we have, you can easily see that they're falling in different levels.
Yes.
The processes, and I think you should remember, we decided that coming out of this year's competition, we are going to be returning to the first division and second division system, where you have your top clubs playing against your top clubs regularly, and the other clubs play at a lower division and earn the right to move up. So it brings back the promotion relegation system into play from 2025. So coaching school is really going through that period of change. One would hope for their sake and for the football sake, it doesn't take them too long, that they can settle down and get back into the mix of things. But outside of that, I could tell you that there's lots of excitement. Charleville United Police Youth Club, of course, would have upsetted Eagles. They were unbeaten in the league thus far. We saw a good doubleheader in Roxbury. I think it was last Friday, where Georgia and Castara, they were victorious on the night, defeating Speyside and Roxbury. The turnout was huge at Roxbury at the Segway Complex. So we're seeing some upsets in the football. Teams are catching up with other teams. When you look at the standings, you're seeing the games are not only going fast, but the points shows that we have at least 5 teams in each division that are vying and would be competing for that qualification, which means the interest is really high.
Yeah, fantastic. I've been following it closely, and of course, big up to my home team there, Castara and Phoenix as well. It's always good when you can beat the top teams. It says that the competition level is very competitive outside of that Sinclair's Coaching School situation. I'm hoping that, as you mentioned, they get the house in order and come back roaring in 2025. Mr. Alfred, short on time this morning, but I like the fact that you cleared up the situation with the FA Cup, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have you back again to talk about the matchups in that sense, but I want you to enjoy your time at the Hyatt there. It's now 7:53. You get a good breakfast. They have nice breakfast there, nice outdoor setting as well too. Now enjoy yourself there, and I'll see you again to talk more about the FA Cup, Mr. Alfred.
Thank you very much for having me, and blessings to all of Tobago.
Fantastic. Mr. Kenny Alfred, President of the Tobago Football Association, talking about Tobago's football and FA Cup postponement. Unfortunate, but I understand the reason behind it as well. Guys, we're going to take a short break. Short break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Akeem Stewart and Coach, Mr. Wade Franklin. Don't forget, share the live, share the live, share the live.
this.
Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you fuck it. So me you're very hard, fiesta, fun, fiesta.
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash, broke where you have, where you know about.
It's too early for that.
Too early, good on. They do, but then enough 9-9. Girl, go to club, girl, right. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and I'm winding up on my man.
Dream. Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release.
Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, in Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on.
From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival.
Down here in Tobago.
Whether you're tripping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure.
I said I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making my plans for the Tobago Carnival fun.
Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable.
I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place.
Hi guys, welcome back, and of course, thank you so much for staying tuned to Tobago Updates Television into the sporting segment. And I'm joined here by royalty this morning. I'm speaking with the Paralympic champion. I call him a champion. He got a silver medal, but he's a champion in the eyes of all of us here in Trinidad and Tobago, and I dare say around the region. Let me say good morning to Akim Stewart.
Morning,
of course, Mr. Wade Franklin. I want to thank you guys so much for coming here this morning. I'm sure that you guys have been getting a lot of requests to come and talk about your time and your stint out there in Paris. So I'm going to start off with that. Tell me, how was Paris to you?
Paris, the experience was good. Other than it being wet and cold.
It was cold?
Yeah, it was cold on competition day. The days before it was hot,
right.
But the day of competition it was raining. So other than that, the people over there, they're welcoming and they're very supportive. So it was.
So you learned a bit of French as well?
Absolutely not.
So how did you cope with the temperature change? Because you mentioned when you got there it was hot, and then competition day was cool. How did that affect you did it affect you in any way?
I wouldn't say much, but that's the wet surface that was slightly a challenge. But before we leave, we was like trying to, even though it's hot, we throw water on the ground to make it
right. Stimulate that kind of give this.
So it wasn't much of a shock to us, but the competition, everything was good.
Yeah. So tell me about preparations leading up to the Paralympic. You got gold and silver. It was in 2016, right?
Yeah.
Gold and silver. That was in javelin and of course in discus as well.
Yeah.
But this time around, you just did the discus. Any particular reason why not the javelin as well?
Well, most time we get medal rewards and medal bonus and stuff like that.
Right.
Most of the money to go back into therapy, and discus started to fall back a lot. Moved from training 63 meters back to like 54, 53 meters, 10 meters gap. So we come with the decision to stop the javelin and focus on discus.
Oh, so let me get Coach Wade Franklin inside the whole mix there. So this was a team decision.
Yeah, and javelin and discus is not a good combination. Normally we combine javelin and shot put, and discus and shot put. So
it's what different muscles involved.
Because one is going this way and one is going this way. So the discus going this way does affect because the javelin going this way.
Right.
So that is why javelin and shot put kind of go together.
Right.
And discus and shot put could go together. You know, problem with the two of them. But anytime you combine javelin and discus, serious elbow problem.
Yeah, and you felt that the discus would have been the stronger event to participate in this time around. Right.
And the shot put, of course, is the strongest, but they don't have it in the competition anymore.
Oh, right. So it was just discussed on.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me about, preparations. How did you guys prepare to get into event mode?
Well, preparations was going good earlier. About 3 weeks before the competition, we had some challenges because the stadium wasn't available.
This is it, right? York Stadium?
Yeah.
So you all normally practice inside? Oh, right. This is under 14.
The under 14 tournament, and because of that, we were told that we can't really train because of the tournament situation. They had to get the ground prepared and so on. So we didn't get to train 3 weeks before we go.
Right.
No throwing at all. So when we went up there, it was a challenge to get ready within the little space of time we had before the competition. But God is good and we make it happen.
So what did you all do in the interim here? Because obviously, you couldn't practice, you couldn't throw. So what, you did strength,
Yeah, we did more strength work and little technique imitations and so on, but we couldn't actually release.
Right.
That kind of way.
Right.
So.
And Akim, for you, what was your goal going in? Because as I saw an article saying that going into the event, you were actually ranked number 7 in the world.
Yeah.
And you finished second.
Yeah.
How did you close that gap?
Well, I know I'm a competitor. I'm not the person to throw very fine training. And when I go to competition, it does bring out a different type of feeling in me. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
So, watching all the guys come in when we was warming up and stuff, everybody been watching me when I warming up, so I realized, everybody, I am the center attraction, But I think if the competition, if we did go inside, the walk was long to go to the competition area. It's one of the biggest stadium I've ever been to in the world.
Right.
And then they had us doing the intro, and that take up a lot of our time.
What's the intro?
That is where we go out, we warm up, and then we go back into the tunnel, and then they introduce us. We come out, we wave to the crowd and all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so that was
and in terms of the crowd, there's a big crowd.
The biggest.
The
stadium was rampacked. Like,
oh my gosh.
The only time I experienced something like that was when I went to everybody meet like Commonwealth or stuff like that. And the kind of turnout we had, I think that just encouraged all the artists to do their best.
Yeah. You also any Trinidad and Tobago flag up in the crowd?
Yeah, you had a lot of Trinidadians that came out and support us. They bring food for us because the food in the village wasn't that good.
Blue food? What blue food?
Nah, let's spill out.
Let's spill out. I love that. So what was the difference for you, and Coach, you could chime in as well, between the silver and the gold? Because you got a season's best as well, I think 59.66, right? So you felt that you could have gone further than that because you said that your personal best was 63.
Yeah.
63. So what was the difference for you? What made the difference that they couldn't get the gold but they got the silver?
My best attempt, the most aggressive attempt went in the cage.
Oh.
Yeah, and from there, and then rain started to drizzle and the circles started to get more slippery, so I was a little bit timid.
Right.
Knowing that I had a sciatica nerve problem in my back.
Right.
And I must say thanks, the South Africans physiotherapists and them work with me.
Right.
And they moved me from not being able to touch my toes to be able to rotate and stuff like that. So I was truly thankful for that too.
So Trinidad and Tobago, what the contingent that we had, we didn't have like somebody or the games take care of that.
Physio. Well, they have a polyclinic, that is where you have doctors, dentists,
for
everything.
the games.
Yeah.
But in terms of other teams, they would have had their So we didn't have
no kind of medical staff, no physiotherapists, no nothing.
Wow. Mr. Franklin, in terms of him and his performance as a coach, you felt that all that you would have practiced, he would have put it into the event.
Because I look at the little time that we had to. It's, like cramming for exam.
Yes.
Right. It feel like cramming for exam. It's like, say, boy, we have this short space of time. We didn't get to do no throws because it was a kind of tense moment, especially for me, because as a coach, I just want to make sure that you do.
So you must.
One understand me.
But when we did that training like 3 days before the competition, and I see where the discourse was going, I said, "Yeah, we're ready."
Yeah, you're ready. Yes, yeah.
It wasn't fully where we was earlier.
Yes.
Because we were trained way over 60.
Yeah.
That competition would have been a soccer. I mean, at 61. He was over 61, so I knew we could have get the goal, but yes, these little hiccups that happen. Yeah.
And in terms of competing before the Paralympic, you competed in any event before that?
Yeah, I've been to Jamaica a lot.
Right.
Back and forth in Jamaica. And I think that made me better prepared compared to Rio. Rio, I went straight into the Paralympic game. So my goal is to keep
trying to take part in developmental meets.
Right.
So in that way, I would be physically sharp for major championships and stuff like that. But you see, we didn't have the luxury of that previously, you know.
So tell me about, because I want to get into the part where you mentioned that you didn't get the support staff, because obviously we just had an Olympic game for normal people, if you want to put it that way, right? And they had all these backroom staff. What is there a different association? It's not under TTOC, or is
no? We have our own organization where it's called it TTPC, Trinidad and Tobago Paralympic Committee.
And is it like you? Do you make the request for the support staff, or they select who
they select who they want? But one thing I will know anytime I travel with my coach.
You travel with the coach.
My coach, yeah.
Yeah. And so tell me about this partnership. When did this partnership start, and how long have you guys been?
Well, my dad was my coach at first when I started track.
Yeah, I mean, I actually see your dad in shop. I saw you guys outside the stadium as well.
Yeah. So I think when 2011, that was my last year as a junior. I wanted to be more advanced because I was just doing stand intro, and Mr. Franklin was the next suitable person. He and my dad, Mr. Franklin is a trainer, my dad and my uncle.
Right.
You know, so it was like one family. So it was an easy transition to train with him. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And when tell me about the feeling mounting the podium to receive your silver medal. Tell me about that feeling inside.
Well, it was a great feeling because, you know, you had a lot of emotions going into the meet. You know, from last year November to now, there's a lot of mental stress. Yeah. During COVID, I even feel like giving up. I talked to Mr. Franklin, you know, don't give up. You know, you have a lot of potential and stuff. But it was a proud moment, to be honest, because I haven't been competing. Everybody see me in public asking if I done with the sport. All kind of questions, you know. But I just and you had people who think that I will not make it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a person that prove people wrong.
Yes.
Not necessarily, but I just like to show people that I'm able to do anything.
Yeah. So what's next? What's next for you guys?
This year to focus on therapy, getting some therapy, and resume training from next week.
Yeah. And I mean, because the whole country, I mean, guys, you received rewards, or when I say rewards, from ministry and of course from the THA as well. People will say, oh, that's plenty of money, but tell me about how much it costs you, because you have a coach, you have to pay for therapy and all these different things. I mean, let's tell the people about being an elite athlete and what it costs. Or average.
So the 100,000 THA gave me. That in Rio, after Rio, the reason I stopped show javelin, to be honest, I spent 114,000 on my 114. So people might watch it as big money, but we as athletes, where they don't pay a coach and you pay for therapy and medication, your personal stuff, you don't have any money. So it's like that. People just watching money and think it's a lot, but it's not much.
And Mr. Franklin, what would you want to see from the powers that be for this particular sport? And Akeem, and is there any other in Tobago that participate in Paralympic as well?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. But what would you say that you are in urgent need of to make Akeem get more medals, and of course, for Trinidad to be going to get more medals in that regard?
I was, like I always say, we need a permanent training space. Like, for example, you know, the stadium designed for football.
Yeah.
And so much lands that free in Tobago that they could develop. And I think they could develop a space for track and field. So even if it's for training, that it must be good enough for competition. So it shouldn't be no mediocre thing, right? It should be really top of the line. And of course, a gym, which is most important, a strength training gym, because, you know, it's a difference in gyms, right?
Understood.
You know, you could have a gym with a set of machines, but we don't really need no set of machines. We need things like weightlifting platform and weightlifting plates.
Like Olympic standard.
Standard. Where you could drop the weight and you clean and this kind of thing. So them is some of the most important things that could happen that could make a big, big difference.
Yeah.
And it could be useful for all of that, so everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm hoping that they will come to the realization that if they do something like that, we could see more success.
Okay. And I mean, tell me about coaching Akeem. I mean, is it difficult to coach? You know, sometimes they have athletes here want to come out of bed, they are fed down the road, they're going fed and then, I mean, let's tell me about him.
Nah, don't get no problem at all. No problem. He likes to train.
He likes to train.
Yeah, so it are days that rain could be falling, buckets are dropped, but we still went and train.
Yeah.
You know, you have some other athletes rain started for, I don't think I want to train today. He ain't that type of person. If we have it scheduled to go, That'll be a storm to keep
Yeah, because I've seen him in shop many times. I mean, with his boombox and thing, and practice it. Yeah, that's
wonderful. Once you get the music.
Yes, he must get the music. He must get the music. Yeah. You know, guys, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I mean, somebody into sport. I'm really proud of you, Akeem. Proud of you, Coach Man, as well. Because I mean, I like the teamwork. Because you can, and I like that fact that you acknowledge him as well as somebody who has been there for you and stood by you, and you have him no matter where you go. Yeah. And you need that support, like Abbott and Costello in that sense. You know that way? You walked to the medal, right? And I saw it. It looks very heavy, and you can take it out. If you can take it out and show our viewers, I mean, all your hard work. This is the reward here. And how much does it weigh? Is it
529 grams.
Oh my goodness! So what have you done? What have you done with the others you have gotten?
The home safe.
The home safe. This wonderful stuff. Fantastic. Any final word you want to shout out to anybody else? You know?
Well, I would like to say special thanks to the current THA. You know, yes. When we came back, the welcome we got, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we had a discussion, you know, we have big plans for the future, and definitely looking forward to work with them.
Yeah, fantastic. Mr. Franklin?
Yeah, I myself would like to thank the THA, the present Secretary for Sport and Assistant Secretary. They seem to be very interested in helping, and that is a good sign, you know, because sometimes you don't get these secretaries so involved, but trust me,
you feel like something. You feel that vibe. You feel that vibe. But I said I wish you guys all the best, and I'm hoping that, you know, in the not too distant future we can get more medals from you, Akeem, and others participating in sport. So once again, on behalf of Tobago Updates, congratulations and all the best in the future. The guys, 8:11. Yes. Ending the sport program this morning. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. I want to thank Mr. Alfred for joining us this morning online. Albeit he's in Hyatt this morning having his wonderful breakfast. But yes, talking about TV football. So guys, continue to have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe out there. I'm going to show you guys over to Good Morning Tobago. But don't forget to share the live, share the live, share the live.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
I'm so relieved Javel gave me this money. Now I could enjoy the holidays with my family and not have to worry about monies for bags, books, and shoes.
Javel? Who is Javel? She could give me some money too?
Javel is the July-August vacation education loan at Bethel Credit Union. Up to $20,000 to help with all additional expenses during this July-August.
Yes, you heard right. Call the Bethel Credit Union and ask for Javel. She'll hook you up with the money to take care of all your additional expenses this holiday season. Open to new members too. Get up to $20,000 and have a worry-free holiday with Javel. Call 639-8226 or 631-1336 or message us on Facebook for more information.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills, or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine. The Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine. The Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Don't tell me about work I out on the road today. Don't tell me about work I out on the road today. Don't tell me about work I out on the road today.
Attention all talented individuals and groups in Tobago. This is your moment to shine. Showcase your skills in music, dance or drama at Tobago Star Quest. Prelim auditions are held every Sunday across various communities throughout Tobago. Seize the chance to win exciting prizes and demonstrate your talent. For more details, visit our Instagram page at tobago.star.quest or email tobagostarquest at
and doubles titles in this area. So she's a real outstanding athlete. It was really a pleasure working with him, and I must compliment Coach Sheldon, who have been with me. There's a little joke with me. I gave Coach Sheldon his first racket. And I'm very proud. And the work he has put in with Makeda is tremendous. Not just on court, it's the discipline.
I'm a proud father, coach, to see somebody right there from Tobago, from Crusoe Isle Tennis Club, could be doing so well. So really feeling proud. I've been coaching here for about 30 years, so she's been coming here since she won 2 ever since to now. Beside me, it have Coach Williams, Coach Larry, it also have Coach Dunstan, also it have parents, Mrs. Sandy, people who really come out and support. Sometimes when you don't have the funds to go in tournament, they always help. Who will donate a racket or 2 rackets. So it's really like the whole community in Tobago really support Makeda for she to meet this far.
You know, I know that as a national players, they have been claimed nationally and so on. But I want folks to remember that they come from Shore Park right here in Tobago, and we are quite proud of the history of work and the body of work that Coach Williams has done over the years, and we're still going.
I hope when I reach Masters, I could meet in the top 5 places.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people.
Good morning and welcome to GMT here on Tobago Updates Television for Friday, 13th September 2024. We're coming to you live from the Port Mall here in Scarborough, Tobago. And I am Adana Kambi. Thank you so much for staying with us this morning as we continue our programming here. Before we get into conversations here, we're going to head on over to the news in 90 seconds. THA Chief Secretary Fali Augustine emphasized the need for vocational education to be prioritized equally with academic subjects in the education system. At the opening of the National Training Agency and Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago's office, Augustine, a former educator, stressed the importance of establishing a parallel system for both academic and vocational education. He highlighted the urgent need for technically skilled workers in Tobago and praised the NTA certification program for recognizing and formalizing the skills of workers who did not follow traditional education paths. David Abdullah, convener of the People's Roundtable, led a delegation to present a report titled A Nation in Crisis, When Things Fall Apart, the Center Can't Hold, Crime and Violence, to several government ministers. The report, based on discussions held by the group in January, highlights social and economic issues with a focus on crime and violence and calls for funding to address these concerns in the upcoming national budget. Abdullah urged allocations for education, crime fighting, and the criminal justice system, among other areas. The report emphasized the devastating impact of crime on youth, communities, and business, citing a UNODC report that criticized state crime control measures. And finally, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, currently overseas for medical reasons, will miss the launch of the fifth and final session of the 12th Parliament today. Despite his absence, both the House of Representatives and the Senate will convene, though there will be no ceremonial opening. The House will immediately begin debating a bill to ensure Trinidad and Tobago complies with global forum transparency obligations led by Finance Minister Colm Imbert. While no bills will be debated in the Senate today, it will start simultaneously with the House. It will sit simultaneously with the House. Opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar is expected to attend, while Rowley will return next week. The Parliament will also address other bills in the future, including judiciary reform and Tobago autonomy. And that was your news in 90 seconds. And thank you, of course, for staying with us this morning. In studio with us, we're going to have a wonderful show, and we do hope that you could stay with us throughout the entire program. And we're going to start our conversation off this morning on a very, very light and proud moment as we speak with Miss Rachel Catel. And you might be wondering, who is Rachel Catel? Well, I'll tell you who she is. She is the winner, yes, of the Lorraine Rivet Queen Show. I mean, it's a moment of pride here for us in Tobago, and we're gonna have that conversation as we congratulate Miss Catel. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for having me on the show this morning.
Of course, and as I mentioned, it is indeed a proud moment for all of us here in Tobago. If you know the history at all about the Lorraine Rivet title, it took us 30 years to regain the crown, and you did it.
Yes.
Right? So many congratulations to you. Talk us through the entire process and copying that title and bringing it back to Tobago.
Sure, no problem. So it's actually 27 years since we have gained the title. So the last winner would have been in 1997, and the 30-year mark would have been the last Pembroke Queen. So the closest that we would have been since the 27 years would have been with Darcel Kirk, who placed as first runner-up, and now I hold the title. Now, the process was indeed a long one, one that I could not have done without a community of people behind me, and here we are now.
Absolutely amazing stuff. And you know, talking about the community behind you, how important is it to have that community of support? Because I know the demands can be so great on
in preparation for anything, sitting an exam, participating in an event, a competition, representing your community, your island, your home, your name. You know, so tell us about that community that stood together with you and how their support gave you the courage to put your best foot forward and cup the title.
So I'll be very honest. Throughout this competition, I believe I learned the true essence of the phrase, it takes a village, because within my community, I had several hands helping me. So I had my writer and director, Khadija Thomas, as well as my speech coach and my choreographer and my director for my self-expression, Mr. Shaquille Jones, and the director and manager of the group of Encore Dance Theatre, which I represented, Mr. Tyrese Montano, who did choreography, my makeup and stylist, and my designer for my gown, Akimo Sandy. My hair was done by Darcel Kirk, and my illustration for the gown was done by Shanicia Walker. My gown was sewn by Miss Mary Robley, as well as this piece of ensemble that I am also wearing. And then we had hands that help plait the hair that was sewn onto my head. Leanne Charles, Stephanie James, Cami Smith, John, and then even Kendra Moray. So it was a lot of people that contributed towards where I am today.
And that's a long, long list. And you know, it's so amazing that you can actually remember the persons who stood in there with you. And it's very important to give them their roses and to say thank you and to show appreciation, because I mean, on your own, you would not be able to do it. It would be too much. It would definitely be too much and too stressful. So now you're preparing for the stage, and you qualified and you're going to Trinidad to represent the island of Tobago, to represent your community. What did you take with you in your spirits, thinking that, listen, I have to take this back to Tobago. I have to represent and put my best foot forward for where I am from and who I am representing.
My passion, my love for the arts, for my creativity, for what I do. I am a resident dancer here across in Tobago at the Tobago Performing Arts Company, and it's something that I've longed to do for a living. You know, they always say, do what you love, you know, and I finally have the opportunity to do that. And I was able to go on that stage and do exactly that. You know, I did a monologue. I also did a spiritual form of dance, and I was able to express myself in the self-expression about how much I love where I come from and my Pembroke community, as well as my Encore Dance Theatre girls and my community in that regard. And I feel as though, to the best that I could have, I wanted to be able to bring that back home, that title. Tobago is such a diverse community, and we have such a sanctuary here with people who are so welcoming and so loving, and it feels right and it feels fitting and it feels historic that it is back here in Tobago today.
And you know, I'm listening to you speak, and I could feel the passion and the pride that you feel about Tobago and about your community and where you come from. And you know, sometimes some people might have mixed feelings and mixed notions about who we are as a Tobago people. And what are some of the things you'd like to, one, dispel and to teach people about Tobago, if you had the chance to stand on a stage and say, listen, this is who we are as a people?
I would say that Tobago comes from their own side of cultural diversity. We express ourselves in such a unique way, and we have such an excellence when it comes to welcoming ceremonies, when it comes to dance, when it comes to cultural expression, where drums and music and lavways are concerned. We stand on our own. There's no copying, there's no significance where that is concerned, because we are our own people. And I feel as though where Tobago is concerned, we stand in such a diverse way that as Tobagonians, we can say, yes, we are Trinidad and Tobago. However, the culture that we possess, the traditions that we possess, it sometimes varies where Trinidad is concerned. And we are able to then say, we can teach, and each one teach one, you know, and I appreciate that about our culture. And we have so much to learn still. Tobago is full of so many different things, so many historical sites and so many historical memories and tokens that we still have to share. So that is something that I appreciate about the island.
And I like that you actually brought that out, that we are so diverse. And although we are Trinidad and Tobago, there is a defined difference between the both of us. The two islands, that is, even in the way we speak, you know, in our our diction, the words that we use, our different dialects.
Yes.
You know, there's a dialect from the east, the dialect from the north,
Yes.
you know, and the general dialect, you know, is so diverse. And I can feel that essence coming from you as you're speaking about, you know, the difference in the culture here in Tobago. And where do you see yourself throughout this year that you're carrying this crown? What are some of your responsibilities and some of the things that you'd want to ensure happens while you are wearing this crown?
Well, in terms of responsibilities, it's completely up to me. And I feel as though there are numerous amounts of projects that I want to start putting forward. And one would begin with the Big Sister, Little Sister program. I am very passionate when it comes to the younger generation, and I believe that they are the future, and to mold them and shape them in our essence, our cultural essence, is very vital, it's very important. And starting a project like that would be perfect in terms of allowing our creatives here on the island to start to build and give back to communities. And I also would like the opportunity to go into communities and begin to speak to persons. A major issue that I realize that we have is that our traditions and our culture is not documented, and that's something that I would also like to put forward as a project in terms of carrying our Tobago essence beyond just Trinidad and Tobago, so regionally and internationally. Something like the gown that was designed by Akimo Sandy and the intricacy of all of the natural material that was placed on it by Darcel Kirk, those things, that is something that would be profound to carry across internationally and allow tourists to witness the talent that we have coming out of Tobago.
And that is absolutely amazing that you mentioned these things, because these are things we take for granted. She's wearing a gown, it's so beautiful, and it ends there.
Yes.
And that gown itself has a story that can be told about it. And you mentioned, you know, that project where you want to go into communities and ensure that young persons have the opportunity. Do you see right now, as it were, do you see the opportunities for them to come forward, to join groups, to be taught, to be educated about our culture and preserving the culture?
Yes, of course. And I believe that the knowledge bearers, the elders within the community, they make that possible here in Tobago. I have learned so much from persons coming out of those communities, and not just the knowledge bearers and the elders within the community, but young persons who are my age as well, who have grown up within the culture, the arts and the entertainment sector. They are well profound with knowledge as well, and they are able to teach the communities out there. And I believe through camps, through an exhaust of our materials that we can use to bring them into wherever we may be, into a space, but to create a space for them where we can teach them and they can learn about our history. It is something that is more than we are more than capable of doing.
So would you say that after your reign, you would continue, of course, in this passion to ensure that the culture is...
Yes, I would, because before even winning the crown, before even going up for Miss Laren V as a title, it is something that I have been pursuing. You know, I was Miss Universe 2017, and I did continue my projects, my cultural projects outside of being Miss Universe, and here being a resident dancer, I take my community very serious. And within my encore dance theatre, I believe the girls are now able to say, it's not just a pageant. It's something that I think I see myself doing because of how much pride we represent our country with. You know, the Tobagonians came out in full mass and full force for the finals to support in not just the Le Grands Affair, but also for talent and self-expression at SAPA. And even persons who were not Tobagonian, they found themselves supporting Tobago because of how rich of our cultural heritage we started to exuberate. So it's something that we can continue, and I intend to continue.
And, you know, I'm listening to your build-up there, and I'm thinking, you know, sometimes for pageants, it might be, I think you could go up for a queen show. You know, they call it a queen show. I think you could go. You want to go? And so we just pick somebody at random and they go. But for you, there is a story and a history and a reason why you chose to do this. And I want you to talk us through this, primarily for the younger persons coming up, because they are the ones who would have to carry the mantle forward to the next generation. So I want you to talk them through the importance and significance of making a decision like this and the possible outcomes. Because now, if you say, okay, I'm going to for a Queen show,
Yeah.
you're going because you want to win, right? Not just because they need 15 people and I'll be number 15.
Yes.
Right? So talk us through the process in deciding you want to go, considering the responsibilities that would come after you wear the crown.
I would firstly say there's an importance to have a drive and determination, because that is something that I possessed even before being asked to go up to represent the group. The group is a young group, Encore Dance Theatre, and they have been around since they began inception from last year, January. And even the managing director, Mr. Tyrese Montano, he's a young person as well. And he saw it fit. He wanted his group to be able to not just hold a title, but to continue to encourage young persons within the island and beyond just the island, nationally, to be able to represent well. And it then encouraged me as well, because he takes his form and his craft seriously, to say, this is something that I can see myself doing. It was my first year seeing Best Village in full force, and my first year participating in Best Village at its full force. And it's something that I took very seriously. And in saying, okay, no problem, I will do this Miss Lara Nouveau competition, then persons began to come on board. And as they came on board, they realized, okay, so these people are taking their craft as seriously as they said that they would, and we are putting our best foot forward, no problem. And the whole group took the entirety of that and they went full force with it. And I appreciate how all the girls who were part of Encore Dance Theatre was also included, because they decided to dance in terms of the production for the gown. They danced. they were playing my dead bodies on stage as well for my talent piece, because I did a piece on addressing the Minister of National Security. So in rehearsals, they were always present and they were always encouraging. So this is something that I would say, if it's something that you see yourself doing, just continue to stick with your communities, continue to see yourself being the best that you can be, and continue to push yourself forward.
That's right. And you're talking there, and there's a lot of education that comes from it, the process itself.
Yes.
Because now you have to go and do research, especially talking about your talent.
Yes.
You have to know what's happening in the space. You have to be informed.
Yes.
You have to follow the news. So it's not just a queen, as I said, it's not just a queen show, it's not just a pageant. It is something where you gain experience, knowledge, information, and you can have a voice.
Yes.
You can have a voice. And, I really appreciate that. And I really do hope that the younger community will come together. I do hope that Tobago, you will, come together and do the things, because culture is something I believe can draw people in our space, for them to see who we really are.
Yes.
And of course, we are the ones to shape the narrative.
Yes.
And I really do hope that communities come together and, ensure that culture remains an icon here on the island of Tobago, as it were.
Yes.
What's next? What's next for Rachel Catel?
What's next is we're hoping to go into communities. Well, first of all, I would like to thank Pembroke for all of its support, all of its generosity. So that's the first place that I'm heading to, Pembroke. And beyond just Pembroke, I would like to thank all the persons that I saw on the live, sharing and commenting and saying, we support you, we're sending love from Tobago, keep doing what you're doing best. And beyond that as well, Encore Dance Theatre did represent Tobago on the stage for Miss Lara Nouveau, but we had other groups that came out and supported. We had the Delicious Dance Agency, we had Rhythmic Vibrations, the Rhythmic Babes, who I teach with, and we also had, Zante's Unique Touch. So I want to say thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you and all of the love and support that you continue to give.
I just want to read some of the things that our viewers are saying on the live for you, Shaquille Jones. Somebody say ambassadorial work. Because you have vision, you have foresight.
Yes.
Somebody's watching from, this is Shairoon Ali watching from Florida. Good morning, and thank you so much for viewing. She's so brilliant. Congratulations. This is from June Pat. Very well articulated and excellent interview. This woman needs to be the face and the voice of Tobago's cultural exchanges. And I feel the same. I express the exact sentiments to you. You're doing an excellent job. What I love about this conversation with you is your passion. I love the fact that you are genuine and sincere, and that you actually want to make that measure of impact.
Yes.
So I will take the opportunity as a representative of the Tobago Updates television family to give you all the encouragement and the support that you need. Go into those communities, as you said. Speak to those young people. Find the groups who are interested. And if they're not interested, make them interested. You know, I believe you can do it. And I believe that village, these people who are on the live here, this is your village. They're coming forward and the support will be there. And we will see the impact of the significance of culture improving here on the island of Tobago, as we call it our own. The inclusion is important. And Rachel, I see you doing great things. Many congratulations. You have made us proud. And I am honored to be having this conversation with you this morning. And I look forward to greater things where you are concerned.
Thank you so
Give
much.
some love to our viewers this morning.
Thank you so much to all the viewers, to all the support that you've been sharing on the live and beyond the live. I truly and genuinely appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Rachel Catel. She is our La Reine Rêvée queen, and she has so many plans, not just for the year where she's wearing that crown, but of course beyond. And she came into it with a vision and a passion. And so we put all the support behind her as she embarks on the projects that she so desires to do. So let's band with her, Tobago. It takes a village. And of course, the village is coming strong behind her to ensure that culture in Tobago, in all our communities, stand on their own here, right here in Tobago, in Trinidad, regionally and on international stages as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to go for a short break before we continue conversations in studio. And of course, as we go, we invite you to remain with us as we continue to have the conversations about things happening in and around Tobago. We'll be right back.
Passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanin.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Attention all talented individuals and groups in Tobago. This is your moment to shine. Showcase your skills in music, dance or drama at Tobago Star Quest. Prelim auditions are held every Sunday across various communities throughout Tobago. Seize the chance to win exciting prizes and demonstrate your talent. For more details, visit our Instagram page at tobago.star.quest or email tobagostarquest@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you there.
Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release.
Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, and Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on.
From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival.
Down here in Tobago, in Tobago.
Whether you're tripping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure.
I said I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making my plans for the Tobago Carnival fun.
Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable.
I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Welcome back to GMT, and thank you so much for staying with us this morning. All right, we're going to talk about something that's very interesting that is happening on the island of Tobago. Introduced just about 5 or 6 weeks ago, you might have been hearing about Tobago Star Quest. Yes, Tobago Star Quest. The idea behind the program, of course, is to go into the communities of Tobago and to find the talents. We spoke just recently with Rachel Catel, and you heard her talking about culture and the talents that we have here on the island of Tobago. And the Tobago Star Quest is designed to find that talent, that hidden talent across the communities in the island of Tobago. So many persons have talents that they don't have the opportunity or the platform or the stage to express themselves in that way. And this is what Tobago Star Quest does. So basically, the structure of the program is we find a community, we head in there, and we invite persons to come out to audition for the show. If you can sing, if you can dance, play a musical instrument, do a monologue, a drama, whatever your talent is, the encouragement is that you come out to the Tobago Star Quest auditions and show Tobago what you have. You never can tell. An opportunity might pop up for you to take an international stage somewhere. This is the purpose behind this, finding the talents we have in Tobago, harnessing the talents, of course, cultivating the talents, assisting in terms of ensuring that the talent is well structured in that type of way so that we can get our locals here in Tobago on a stage where it is very rewarding for them. And so, of course, we head into different communities. This Sunday, 2 p.m., the Tobago Star Quest stage will be at the Scarborough Library. So if you are from around the Scarborough area and environs, or even whether you're from far or wide, you are invited to come out there and bring your talents. You know, work with your tracks if you're doing, if you're singing, bring your talent, whether you're playing the pan, whether you are saying even a poem, spoken word, all are invited to come out. So far, we've been to the community of Bonaccord, we've been to the community of Plymouth, we've also been to Lowlands, and even as far as Bell Garden. Yes, so we're inviting all and sundry to come out to Tobago, and it's open for all ages. It doesn't matter your age group, it doesn't matter what your talent is. What we really want to do is provide an opportunity for persons here on the island of Tobago who might not have had the opportunity to go on a stage somewhere and to bring their talent. Even if you're shy, it's quite fine. The support is there. The judges are very, very supportive. They give that measure of encouragement, and they also, you know, talk about the things that you can improve of, lend that measure of support to help you through the process. So all are invited to come on out. I know that Tobago is rich with talent. We have so much talent here on the island of Tobago that we have not tapped into yet. And we want to give persons an opportunity to come out and to show the world what you've got. You know, we've had persons, even a mystery performer, if you can remember, I think it was either the first or second audition, we had someone doing magic. So even that is considered a talent. If you can do that, that is part of it as well. You can come out. It does not matter what your talent is. If you can sing, you can dance, you can break dance, for all you know, it's part of it all. Whatever your talent is, it might be unique. To some, we might not have heard of it before. And these are the things we want to get out of Tobago. We mentioned earlier in the first conversation that we are unique. We are a unique people here on the island of Tobago. And there's so many things we can do. Listen, if you can beat a percussion instrument, that is a talent. Come on out wherever you are. What about the speech band writers and the speech band deliverers? Come on out and let's do the thing. Let's get Tobago Star Quest popping and let us see. Let everyone see what talents we have here on the island of Tobago. There are so many things that we can do. So the call is there now for you to come on out. For the taping for this Sunday, we will be at the Scarborough Library from 2 p.m. So all are invited to come out and bring your talents. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend. You might know somebody who has a talent, who might be shy. Give them that encouragement to come out, of course, and to bring their talent on that stage. Remember, even if you don't make it through to the next level, the judges are there to assist you in terms of telling you what you can improve on and also lend that measure of support as well. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys there this Sunday at the Scarborough Library for Tobago Star Quest. We're going to go for a quick break before we continue this morning. So stay with us as we continue having conversations here in studio. We'll be right back.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me name.
Attention all talented individuals and groups in Tobago. This is your moment to shine. Showcase your skills in music, dance or drama at Tobago Star Quest. Prelim auditions are held every Sunday across various communities throughout Tobago. Seize the chance to win exciting prizes and demonstrate your talent. For more details, visit our Instagram page at tobago.star.quest or email tobagostarquest@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you there.
Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release.
Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, and Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on.
From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival.
Down here in Tobago. In Tobago.
Whether you're chipping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure.
I said I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making the plans for the Tobago Carnival fun.
Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable.
I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
On the road today. Don't tell me about working out on the road today. Don't tell me about working out on the road today.
I can't live without you. I can't be without you for too long. When I'm around you, I feel like the heavens is coming down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road. It's a miracle.
Yeah. Hey. Tobago updates.
Welcome back to GMT, and thank you so much for staying with us. This morning we wrap conversations by speaking with Nkosi Phillips, who is embarking on a UN summit of the future there in the United States of America as they meet with members of 2 African countries to speak on very, very important matters that affect me, you, and almost everyone here on the globe. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you and good morning to all the viewers of Trinidad and Tobago and our international guests who are looking on via social media.
Of course, and you're embarking on these conferences that are taking place in New York there at the United Nations. So tell us a little bit about the conversations that will be had, the theme, the topic, and the purpose for participating in these conferences.
Well, the first, on the 17th, I was requested by His Excellency, Honorable, the Excellency, the President of Sierra Leone and his wife to be the featured speaker at the Youth Association in Sierra Leone. It is Global Youth Summit on Sustainable Development Goals, where I will be talking on young people, big ideas, working together. So it's 4 segments, and my segment will be to talk about youth development, policies for youth development going forward for the next 5 to 10 years, to lay some policies, especially in tourism, and to spread it across the border on gender policies, equality policies, and some of the policies here that we use in community development and tourism. As I would have had us meeting yesterday with the Secretary of Tourism to talk with her and to get some of the policies of tourism, and she would have also given us some tokens of appreciation to extend to the President and some of the ministerial positions there. The second meeting after Sierra Leone is the African Indigenous Council, where His Excellency Dr. King Robinson Tani, he's the King of Ghana, I believe, and also the President General of the African Indigenous Council, who they invited me also. They're going to have a UN Summit of Future Action Days, where you're going to be talking about, this is where all the presidents, prime ministers, kings of all the African continents will be discussing gender policies going forward, tourism. They're going to also have a business summit where we will be, me and my executive will be going and trying to market some little products of Tobago. We're going to market the October Carnival. As I said, we spoke to the Secretary of Tourism. We got some bags, so we're going to share that. And tourism is also going to give us some clips so we can highlight Tobago and to push Tobago as much as possible to see how best we can merge this African relationship with not only the Tobago contingent or TTU to rise, but the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, especially Tobago. I'm trying to push Tobago, especially in this African summit.
You spoke about some of the topics being youth development. What are some of the areas you'd like to discuss or to bring to the fore as it relates to development of young people or youth across the globe and primarily here in Tobago? I
am also now one of the executive members for the Enforced Marriage in South Africa, the executive of the United Nations in that content. So I want to talk about enforced marriages and some things that still have loopholes where persons could have children and marry them still. We want to also talk about gender policies in terms of equality and the rights for young girls and young men, because we're putting too much focus and emphasis on protecting young women and leaving our young men at arms to do anything. So we need to put that. So also we're going to look at some policies in terms of international relationship where we could bridge the gap with the culture, especially the African culture, because we're seeing most of our dance groups now are doing some of the African culture. So I want to merge that gap so we can have that international partnership also with the African continent, seeing that they can come here, teach us some of their dances, and we could do vice versa, because they also wanted the steel band to be there, but we based on the load and the last minute we couldn't. But I want to make sure invite them here for the October Carnival, and from that I want to extend the courtesy, as I said to the Secretary of Tourism, Ms. Boris, that from this after, I'm taking a contingent of 15 to 20 persons next year to the UN, and this is where I'm going to bridge the gap, where everybody can be able to sell not only Tobago, but to sell themselves, to market the product of Tobago. And this is the this at the United Nations is a level where it's supposed to start. And, I'm just trying to do my best as much as possible.
You mentioned, of course, a couple of times that you have that measure of support from the Secretary of Tourism to go and do what you have to do there, have the conversations as well. How is that relationship in terms of ensuring that you had that support, or how important was it for you to make sure you have that support as you go out there to represent Tobago?
Yeah, as soon as I spoke to her, she was like, listen, we need to meet. She arranged a meeting yesterday. I met her at the office, and we had a good dialogue. I showed her the information I would have given her before, and I asked her if there's any information that you would like, and she was on it as much as possible. And she asked, she said that they have Destination Tobago, they have the Carnival and stuff, they had the videos, so it would be helpful. So I like the initiative, and the relationship is good. As I said, putting politics aside is good, and I'm glad that we could put that aside and actually still work for the benefit of the people. Remember, somebody told me, because you have to remember, you may have personal attacks against you, but let that stay at personal. But when you represent the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and you have to make sure not, use that personal attack to not benefit from the international agencies outside to support the people of Tobago. So, I'm glad that, putting that relationship aside, putting that politics aside, and actually putting the effort into, supporting this, because, this is really good for Trinidad and Tobago. The only problem, as I said to her, is that when I come back, I cannot do the work because, one, the private sector don't fund, and two, to get a facility to do the programs, so share these programs. And the NGOs and them in Tobago, they are very selfish, because when you call upon them to actually, come out and try to listen or to do, they don't come, they don't support their own, and they don't even support each other. So what I'm trying to do is to bridge the gap, because next year I am going to be holding a youth NGO summit here in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's not 5,000, it's not 6,000, it's over 10,000 people from different NGOs around the world, and that's going to be hard. Even the Secretary of Tourism said, when we have the okay on that, let us liaise with her, right to the Chief Secretary, and let's see how best they can help, so we could, because this is bringing marketing to Tobago, this is bringing the economy up to a level and stuff. So, I'm glad that she came on board, and I'm always in support of working together for the benefit of the people of Tobago.
Absolutely amazing. And I too am very happy that we have this measure of collaboration, that we can actually put Tobago on the map in that way, and of course improve the way we interact with each other, and ensure that at the end of the day we all benefit from what is available, because there's so many things that are of benefit to all of us. So the collaborative effort is really, really appreciated, and I really wish you the best as you go out there representing Tobago and coming back with results, and ensuring that we are able to maximize all the things that are available to us out there in the outside world. Because most of us only know what is happening here in this little box of Tobago. Of course, we have that stamp where we are aiming towards becoming the greatest little island on the planet. And so to become the greatest little island on the planet, we have to have some measure of collaboration and establish our identity. So thank you so much. And thank you to all the collaborators. Thank you to the Secretary of Tourism, who is coming on board to give you that measure of support and that push to go out there and represent the island of Tobago as you embark on your project. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Nikosi Phillips as they embark on summits there in the United Nations, speaking about youth development and other things that affect us right here on the island of Tobago. Of course, trying to establish us as a tourism destination and market us there on a global forum. Thank you so much, Nikosi, for doing that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we have to end GMT this morning, and we're so happy that you stayed with us even to the very end. And of course, it's Friday. As we head on into the weekend, I want to say have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Whatever you do, be safe out there. Have a good time. Spend time with family and friends, and put aside some time for yourself. Yes, you do need some self-care as well. So take good care of yourself as you head on to this weekend. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. This is where we say goodbye.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.